Alright. So you are Hans Springpocket.
To Ironforge? Well, first you'll need to go through Caranos, and before that you'll have to go through this tunnel.
Very good.
What? You said
My gosh, it's full of rocks. I recommend that you return to Gordoth. And quickly. I'll send a signal to the Nomragan airmen. Look for a fellow by the name of Milo Geartwinge. I suppose I'll see what I can do about this cave-in.
There's apparently a cave-in. Did you see that?
How the whole cave just crumbled like that?
I guess it's good that you got here when it did, and not a minute earlier.
While this development makes my job of monitoring the cave entrance much easier, I imagine it makes it a lot harder for you to get to Karanos. Hey wait, I've got an idea. The Nomragan airmen have a flight path not far from here. I'll send up a signal, and they should be here to help. I imagine they'll land back over at Underwhelming.
Hi, how are you?
Margaret Wilkins, reporting for duty. You sent up a distress signal? The weight limit on my gyro is such that I only have enough fuel for one human. Look that you're in luck, Gordoth. That dwarf woman, Jorah, told me that most of your personal belongings have been moved inside Underwhelming. Please gather what you need. Finish up any affairs that remain, and return to me when you're prepared for takeoff.
Very well then.
I have personal belongings? Okay. Let's get him.
What's on your mind?
You're leaving? Make sure you stock up before you head out. More importantly, please speak to Tharek Blackstone once you arrive in Karanos. Tell him what has happened here in Cold Age, and that we could use some assistance. Hopefully he'll be able to arrange something for us.
Be good.
I'm packing my bags, I guess. Beer barrel. One for the road. Warmer than it looks. A ragged hide. And why does it always taste so much better the day after? So I got Coldridge beer, a ragged wolf hide cloak, and some leftover boar mead. Meat, not mead. Meat. Like the food.
Greetings.
Are you absolutely certain you've taken care of everything? You won't have time to turn back. Took you long enough. Hold on tight and take a good hard look. Chances are you won't be coming back here for quite some time.
Alrighty then.
Static.
Is this wrong? Hello? Ah, there you are. Hello. I figured that while you're flying to Karanos, I'll give you some data about what's going on outside of Coldridge Valley.
It seems you Coldridge folks are dreadfully underinformed about the events of the last few days. If you thought you had problems with trolls in Coldridge, wait till you get to Karanos. That big cataclysm got the trolls all stirred up out here.
Okay.
And if you look to your left, you'll see that the gnomes have retaken Nomragan. Hooray for us!
Can I actually see that? Okay.
There's plenty else going on out here too. We've opened up the path to the airport. There's rumors of dark irons in the east. Oh, I think something weird is going on with that dwarf king, Magda. Might wanna check it out.
And here we are. Welcome to Karanos. Watch your step on the way out.
And it disappears. Alright, I'm here.
Interest you on a pint?
Coldridge Valley? I've got my own problems here. What? They can't deal with a couple of rogues and trolls and incursions from the elemental plane? Actually, on second thought, that's kind of a lot. I'm surprised they're doing as well as they are. I'll see what I can do.
Watch your back.
Ooh, that's the cask of Dragon's
What's
IPA.
on your mind?
Nothing my tavern patrons enjoy more than some beer-basted boar ribs. Only problem is, the local trapper who used to bring me supplies enlisted in the King's army to help with the war on the Alliance front. Maybe you can help me out. If you bring me some boar ribs and a raspberry malt from the tavern here, I'll give you the family recipe for my famous beer-basted boar ribs. Not to mention a free sample. Secrets in the bowl.
Safe travel. What's on your mind?
I'm on a quest to make the perfect stout. I know I can do it. Brewing is in my blood. I just need to find the right recipe. The first main trolls grow a plant, shimmerweed, upon Shimmer Ridge to the northwest. They use it in a strange tribal rituals. We haven't found much use for it, but it has a unique taste. And I want to experiment with it in my brews. Obtaining the shimmerweed will be dangerous, but I'll pay well for it. For any you can borrow from the baskets in the troll village.
Be good.
Okay.
With an ample supply of general mechanic gears and a team of engineers, your tanks can make a full recovery, but it's going to take to be a long journey.
Poor troll plow. At least the old gal went out doing something she loved. Pull yourself together, Stone. You're a steam tank pilot for Lot's sake. I'm doing it bad. Razzle, tell him everything's going to be fine.
Yes, everything will be fine. Wonderful, in fact. Should be better than ever. In fact, I'll go see about those gears right now.
There, see? Old troll plow will be better in no time. Before you know it, you'll be bragging about outgunning me again. Come on, let's get you another ale. Captain Tharans starts talking here. We're getting bogged down in the fight against the Frostmane trolls. Most of our steam tanks are out of commission, and we're losing mountaineers quickly. It won't be long before we're out of supplies too, Captain. Between the trolls and the Yeti raids, we'll be down to half rations within a week. We can't keep up the operation much longer. Delbert and his team must launch an attack from Stilgrill's depot as soon as possible.
Delbert? And, his men are working overtime, Captain. He has devised the means of delivering an assault team to the rear flank of the battle. We've also secured air support for the operation and will be ready to deploy soon. If any of your men want to join the assault team, just send them to Delbert.
Glad to hear it. I'll send Delbert any forces I can spare. The Cataclysm has created chaos in Dunmorrow. The Trogs have come to the surface in numbers we haven't seen before, driving out traditional enemies. Our traditional enemies, the Frostman trolls, ever closer to our settlements. Ironforge had dispatched my mountaineer company to help deal with the problems. The Cataclysm has thrown the balance of power in Dunmorrow into question, Gordoth. Without warning, we have Trogs emerged from the caves near Nomergan and overrun the Frostmane trolls. The trolls have been migrating east ever since. There's always been a Frostmane presence upon Shimmer Ridge to the northwest, but with the migration, the trolls now surround us. We can't allow the trolls to use this position to their advantage. While my men hold the line in the east, strike against Shimmer Ridge. Okay. I will do that. Oh, look at that, it's a person. It's Clara I was supposed to be bringing these casks of ale to the inn in Carnos. They contain a mysterious new ale produced by an upstart brewery based in Brunel village. As I was leaving town, I was attacked by a Frostmane troll raiding party. It was going to take me days to repair the wagon. I don't suppose you'd be willing to do me a favor, will ya? Though these big kegs aren't going anywhere, but I have some smaller sample casks. Will you bring them to Carnos for me? Just follow the road to the southeast.
See you soon.
Okay. Look at that, sample casks. And I got a bag and some Stormhammer Stout. And I also have some leftover boar meat, and I have a ragged wolf hide cloak. Nice. Dead trolls. Tame Cragboar. Let me give you some love, Tame Cragboar, and that's a lot of critters that I just bought. I cut you open like a bag of potatoes. You'll be dead. Nah, I don't think I'm dead. I think I'm quite lively. I'm alive. I guess I can open up this basket and take some weed. Well, you're dead though, aren't you? Was it that easy? Pigs. Pigs for killing. Imam Fufus Ober Hitlerlaf in Sandale. He says. Alright, let's drop down and get to these cracked boards. Didn't obtain their tender board ribs, of course. I'll pretend I did not see that. Don't sink into the earth again, please.
I'm out of range.
It's not healthy. Then again, it's not healthy to be swinging and the target and someone behind you dies. That's not healthy either. Many unhealthy things are happening around me. I don't think I like it. Hunch of meat, let me eat that. I need some leftover meat. Maybe drink some Stormhammer Stout. Ooh, I'm a little tipsy. Oh. But I'm a Death Knight. Alcohol just isn't the same. Right? The Thunder Brew Distillery. There's a shaman. Oh, book on the Alliance of Lordaeron. Yeah, I've read that one already. Innkeeper assistant, general
What can
supplies.
I get for you today? See you soon.
bandage trainer. Straight up out of business.
What can I get for you today?
Fill your tankard and pull up a chair. With stories that tell and kegs that empty. Welcome, visitor. Have you come to the inn to rest, or do you need a new hearthstone? These look promising. I've heard great things about the Short and Stout Brewery, but I haven't had the chance to try their ale until now. While you're here, relax a little. If you need a spare hearthstone or wish to make Karanos your home, just speak to me and I'll be happy to help.
See you soon. Preto mio.
Then there's Thunder Ale as well. You sure? Why not get some Thunder Ale? And another bit of
Keep your
Rhapsody
feet
Ale.
on the ground.
Oh. I'm feeling a little tipsy. I think that's as much as I'll allow myself.
Aye. Off with
Ah,
you.
dry pork ribs. Crab cake. Nice.
Safe travels.
Splendid.
You got my attention.
Now, what's down here? There's a guarded Thunder Ale barrel. This barrel of ale is guarded by Jarvan Thunderbrew. As long as he's in the basement, no barrels may be disturbed. Interesting. Why is it being guarded though? What was that? I thought I saw a book. I was deceived, of course. Oh, again, I thought I saw a book, but it wasn't a book.
Well met.
I'm going to need those crack boar ribs and a mug of Rhapsody malt, Gordoth. The malt is brewed, the boars are dead, and before all is done and anything said, we'll have the fight for first dibs on those savory boar ribs.
Be good.
Holy crap, I couldn't speak for a moment there. Let me eat that and gain some well-fed bonuses because I kind of like having bonuses.
There we have it.
Well-fed. I am indeed well-fed.
How are you?
Do you have that storm shimmer weight? I almost have a batch of stout ready to brew, and I want to try throwing the weed in with this mixture. Great! Can't wait to use these in some of my recipes. There's one in particular I think it will work great in.
Off with you.
Herb-stained gauntlets. Well, thank you for the herb-stained gauntlets then.
We should be able to focus our efforts on the rest of the trolls to the east, but there's still the matter of the Wendigos in the Grizzled Den. The Wendigos in the Grizzled Den, to the southwest of town, have long been a thorn in our side. They're never quite strong enough to threaten Karanos directly, and they prey on travelers, mountaineer patrols, and supply convoys. I'm gonna be withdrawing my observers from the Grizzled Den because I need them on the front, on the troll front. Will you help my men finish culling the Wendigo population? Without strength in numbers, they won't be able to attack us. Cataclysm drove the Trogs to the surface in hordes, forcing the Frostbane trolls to flee for their lives. Unfortunately, they've decided to settle right on our doorstep and make trouble for us. I deployed Mountaineer Dunstan and his squad to the Grizzled Den, just southwest of town, to keep an eye on the Wendigos that live there, but now I need to recall them to Karanos. Find them and tell them to deploy those remote observation pods the gnomes provided, then return to Karanos. There's no substitute for live observers, but I need those mountaineers here. We'll have to rely on those gnomish observer bots for now.
Hello.
Hello! With the Frostbanes making trouble to our east, the Wendigos have sensed our weakness and grown bolder in their raids. Only one of the 4 most recent supply wagons has made it here safely. The Wendigos made off with the rest, stashing it in the Grizzled Den, a cave southwest of town. If you're willing to go down there and recover the stolen supplies, you would have the gratitude of all the townspeople and the mountaineers defending Karanos.
Safe travels.
What's the damage, Razzle? Well, it's not good. The battle has taken its toll on both your steam tanks
My salvage teams will secure what's left of them as soon as it's safe. That's all the stuff I had missed. In any case, I've been Gordoth Enodious, and farewell.